2 videos ago, I told you guys that Elon Musk placed a "Don't Panic" sticker on a car that he sent up to space. I do not believe space as they explain it to us exists. Now, I dug a little bit further into this "Don't Panic" sticker. As you can see from my previous video, the ominous sign is actually a sly reference to comedy sci-fi series The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I had never seen this movie prior to this video, but I decided to watch it to see what kind of hidden messages and clues I could find in it. Now, due to copyright reasons, I have to show you guys screenshots of the movie instead of clips. So in the opening scene, the movie states that man thought that they were the most intelligent species occupying the planet, instead of the third most intelligent. The movie states that the second most intelligent creatures were dolphins. And because it said that humans were only third and dolphins were second, then who would be first? Who would be the most intelligent species occupying our planet? The movie did not say, but it did say that dolphins were more intelligent than us, and that the dolphins had long known of the impending destruction of the planet Earth, and that they'd made many attempts to alert mankind. But most of their communications were misinterpreted as amusing attempts to punch footballs or whistle for tidbits. So then eventually the dolphins decided that they would leave Earth by their own means, and their last words to humans would be "so long and thanks for all the fish." Now, this may come off as comedic to someone who doesn't know what they're looking at, but it is actually illegal to try to communicate with dolphins. It is illegal to interact with dolphins in the wild in the United States. Why would it be illegal to try to communicate with them? Is it because they try to make attempts to alert mankind like the movie suggested? That's something to think about. Then the movie proceeds to show the title of the movie, but underwater, implying to us that the galaxy is underwater. We live in a firmament. We have never been to space. There are waters above the firmament. This is a boat from a bird's view perspective. See how it resembles a comet? And this is planet Venus zoomed in with a camera. See how it resembles the ocean? There are many paintings that depict the water above the firmament, such as this. And they were trying to tell you that the galaxy is underwater. And then as the dolphins tell us so long and leave Earth, they all begin to fly upward. They are heading towards the sky. If dolphins live underwater, why would they be going up? Because there are waters above the firmament. Space is actually water, hence why NASA astronauts train underwater. This does not exist. They are deceiving you. Space is underwater. And if you still don't believe that space is underwater, why do you think it was brought up at the UFO hearing between Congress and the Pentagon that there are aliens underwater in our oceans? The Pentagon has footage of these alien spacecrafts coming out of the ocean. We've only explored 5% of the ocean, so we don't know what's really down there. And I've told you guys in my previous videos that the oceans have portals, underwater portals that can lead you to other lands. You don't think that's where these aliens are coming from? Why so many people and ships go missing out in the ocean? So the movie shows a newspaper with the caption "Dolphins Vanish." Well, Earth no longer has any dolphins because they left Earth due to them knowing that Earth was going to be destroyed. If we tried to communicate with dolphins, would they warn us that the Earth as we know it would be destroyed? They try to communicate the truth to us that we really live in a firmament with the waters above. Maybe that is why it's illegal to communicate to them. And then the movie begins to show the ship of the alien species that came to destroy Earth. This is the ship right here. And as the movie zooms out, we can see that this is a black cube. The movie continues to zoom out and we see there's more than one of these black cubes. Hundreds of them, thousands of them, so many of them that they encircled the entire planet. And then boom, Earth is destroyed. Now, I found this black cube suspicious because it reminded me of Saturn worship. As you can see, all over this realm, the elite worship Saturn. How is this black cube associated with Saturn, you ask? I'm going to tell you. At the North Pole of Saturn, there is a hexagon. Here's another image showing you the hexagon at the North Pole of Saturn, and a zoomed in image. That hexagon is also the same shape of a black cube. As you can see, if you add 3 lines in the middle of it, it becomes a black cube. And this black cube is seen, like I said, all over our realm. There is even a certain community, which I will not name because every time I name them, my video gets taken down. But that community wears the black cube on their head when they pray. as you can see right here. And they do that to symbolize their commitment to God. But which God are they showing their commitment to? They are openly worshiping Saturn, who is the Lord of the Rings. Rings, the rings around Saturn. El is the Lord of the Rings. El is Saturn. If you guys don't know who El is by now, please go watch my other videos. The Elohim are the ones that created humans. Elohim is plural and means gods, multiple. El is singular, and he is the king of all the gods. So when we see all this Saturn worship, we are seeing El worship, the god that created all the other gods. The day that we call Saturday, well, that day is named after Saturn. Saturn is the 6th planet from the sun. Saturday is also the 6th day of the week, and Saturn has a 6-sided hexagon on its north pole. That is 3 sixes, 666. And those black cubes that represent Saturn, the 666, is what caused the destruction of Earth. They are letting you know in the movie. And you guys don't find it odd that this black cube, once unfolded, creates a cross. They're showing you the deception that they have placed upon this realm. Cross represents Christianity, and the Christians think that they are worshiping the one true creator, the one true God, when really they are worshiping gods with the lowercase g, and they are worshiping El, the king of those gods, not the true creator. And Elon Musk is going to be the one to usher in transhumanism, the mixing of man and machines. They've been telling you guys from the start, everything that has to do with technology revolves around the worship of Saturn, aka El. The Internet Explorer icon, it has a ring around it, Saturn's ring. They try to lie to you and say that the orbit crossing it diagonally represents an eye, the eye for internet. This yellow ring look like an eye? No, it doesn't. It looks like a ring. And then you have the Google Chrome logo showing you 666. Here's 1 6, here's another 6, and here's the third 6. All of that is Saturn worship. Now, I screenshotted this scene from the movie because it related to me. I saw my angel numbers 347. If you guys have been following my YouTube since the beginning, then you know that number is super significant to me. And it was just a confirmation that they showed it in this movie, letting me know that I am on the right track. So later in the movie, the main character meets this guy. He is the president of the galaxy. But it just so happens that this president has 2 faces. So essentially, he's two-faced. Now, I call him two-faced because despite him appearing to be one of the main protagonists of the movie, he really could be considered the villain. He is the one that signed off on the paperwork for Earth to be destroyed. So the movie tried to make him appear as if he's on the good guy side when really he's not. Because he's the president of this movie, it reminds me of our current situation with our soon-to-be president, the wolf in sheep's clothing. Then the movie proceeds to show this ice-like landscape, basically what looks like Antarctica. And then there's these 3 things here, which the movies say are portals to another dimension. If you've watched my other videos, then you know I talk about those portals that are located at the North and South Pole. Antarctica has a gateway, portal, vortex, whatever you want to call it, that leads outside of this realm to other lands. The movie confirmed that when they showed these portals located at what seems to be Antarctica. And as the portal turns on, they jump through it and it takes them to another dimension. The main character guy is actually scared to go through the portal. But once he goes through the portal, he arrives at this place called Hyperspatial Engineering, exact planet of your choice. He meets with this man who explains to him that he is the one that created his planet and that he can make custom planets. Look at these funky looking planets that they created. This man is saying that he is the one that created these planets. Then he begins to give him a tour and show him how they construct these planets. If you look, you can see this planet isn't even fully constructed yet. They're still working on it. This one is 75% completed. Then he brings the main character to what he calls Earth Mark II, the backup Earth. The main character's like, what? So you made Earth? And he's like, not me alone, but I did my part. Does this man look like a god to you? No, They are telling you that they are the ones that fabricated this earth that you think you are on. They are the creators of this globe earth. They are the gods of this earth because they created it. This is the truth. They did not create this, but because they want control, they will tell you that we live here. In this scene, you can see one of the engineers painting the mountain red. They're letting you know that everything is a lie, everything is fake. We even have this engineer spraying water, creating the ocean. And what I find most interesting about these engineers, the ones creating the earth, is that they have the same name as a species from one of my favorite movies, Prometheus. If you have not watched this movie, please watch it. It is literally my favorite movie. But these characters in the movie are called engineers, and they are an alien race that created humans long ago. Through genetic modification, they created humans. They sound a lot like the Elohim to me. The Dead Sea Scrolls state that we were created in their image. And in the movie Prometheus, we come to realize that the engineers are not God, but they are just a more advanced being than us. So as the movie continues, the engineer tells the main character that the planet that we lived on was commissioned, paid for, and run by mice, and that these mice were protrusions into our dimension of hyper-intelligent beings. So basically, these super advanced beings took on the image of mice and was running Earth, experimenting on us. And the main character's like, no, that can't be right. We are the ones that experiment on mice, not the other way around. The engineer then says, well, no, that's what they wanted you to think. But you were actually elements in their computer program. Basically implying that we live in a simulation. The Matrix. We are essentially Sims living in a computer program that we have no control over. Thinking we live here, this is part of the programming. When in reality, we live here. And Elon Musk even believes that we are likely living in a computer simulation. And if you've watched my previous 2 videos, then you already know Elon Musk is not afraid to tell you guys the truth. He openly admits the truth. But people joke it off as he's just being quirky. No, this man is literally telling you. So the fact that he put that "Don't Panic" sticker on the car lets me know that he knows this is all fake. And that movie has so much symbolism and hidden messages in it.